Hello out there to all the viewers, who I have about 2 of. This is Machine. This is Dekaron. I'm currently playing a Vicious Summoner. I'm going to time-lapse this video as an experiment to see how well this goes. This is just me loading up the game. It's a simple game. I'm going to be showing a couple pointers here and there, but other than that it's going to be pretty straightforward. You gotta pick up the first quest and start doing questing. By the end of this video, I'm around level 42, I believe. Although, at the very end, I actually turn in one more quest and I'm almost 50. I'm slowing it down here really quick just to get a look at the stat menu. I hadn't decided between doing the Twin Sword or Staff Spec, which Twin Sword is melee damage, Staff Spec is magic. For the Twin Sword I would need a lot more strength, and for the Staff I would need a lot of spirit. Right here I just hit level 10 and I still haven't figured out where I was going, but I decided at least for temporary purposes I would be going with the Twin Sword. I'm just picking up my level 10 spells, and then I remembered that there's a level 10 gift box right here. When you hit level 10 you get a whole bunch of items. This here gives you basically a full set of armor, and the next thing gives you a weapon of your choice. So I'm just picking out the set. I'm looking at it. It's taking a bit longer than I was expecting. Oh, that's me picking out the weapon actually, and me deciding, do I want to go swords or staff? So I picked up the sword. I was thinking I would need to put it in stat points at this point, but the sword that the weapon they gave me had no stat requirements, so I just put it in. And you have to make sure that you select all of these items, otherwise you end up with some pretty bad gear quality. So the gear in this game has a shiny look when you have it upgraded to a certain point, and that's right here. I'm running around a little confused because I don't see any of the quests that are supposed to be here. Since the last time I played this was a few years ago, I didn't know where all the quests were. They all just disappeared. So I talked to a couple NPCs that are supposed to have quests. I eventually find one quest on one of these NPCs over here, which gets me started on the quests for this area. That's the quest. Yeah, I'm gonna let you get back to watching. And right here is where I die for the first time, which it takes a little bit for the resurrection, but you can choose to resurrect at the last city that you set as your resurrect point, which I forgot to do in this zone, but I took this time because it sends me back to the starting city to check out what stats I would need for endgame twin sword, endgame staff, and I set my strength level to the staff requirement, which was 35 or so. So right here is where I figured out that I was over level 30 and I was able to open the next gift box, which I just realized I also got some gear from the quest, which was surprising to me because I wasn't expecting to get gear from the quest. I was expecting that I'd only be able to get gear from the gift box, and the gift box, after its first initial level 10 gift of gear and weapon, doesn't give you a choice for getting more gear or another weapon. Right here is where I actually decide to check the defensive stats of the new gear versus the gear that I'm already wearing, which I then realize is actually better gear than the current gear I'm wearing. So I start swapping out gear right here. So this is me putting on the last amount of armor that I just got. I'll also be showcasing it a little bit right around here after I get it on and check the stats and everything. I also check with my skills, make sure I've got everything I need, which I also checked some of the staff skills just to find out if I really want to go staff spec as well, since I still haven't decided at the end of this game. I still only have about 35 strength, and everything else is about baseline except for my health. And here's the next two summons that you get, which I personally prefer the Salamence summon, which is that fire beast thing, but I know that quite a few people prefer the demon type of summons. I hope you'll leave comments so that I know what you would rather me do in this video, or if this is actually a good video in the first place. Thank you. Bye.